To locker, the locker that led to another world. Mia Torres had never liked Tuesdays. Tuesdays meant double math, soggy cafeteria tacos, and PE right after lunch. It was the kind of day that felt too long before it even started. So when her math book slipped out of her hands and slammed into the back of her locker, she was already in a bad mood. CLANG. Except, it didn't sound like a normal clang. It echoed. Not a metal against metal sound. More like a knock on a hollow door. Mia froze. She slowly pushed aside her jacket and peered inside the locker. Everything looked normal. Her backpack, her books, the small mirror with a crack in the corner. She knocked on the back wall. Knock. Knock. The sound was deep. Empty. That's not right, she muttered. Her heart began to pound. Carefully, she pressed her palm against the back panel. It shifted. The metal wall swung inward. Mia gasped. Behind her locker was not a brick wall. It was a forest. The trees were tall and silver, their leaves shaped like stars. The sky above glowed purple and pink, swirling like cotton candy. The grass shimmered bright blue, lighting up with each step like tiny lanterns. A warm breeze brushed her face. Somewhere in the distance, something sang. Mia glanced down the hallway. No teachers, no students. This is insane, she whispered. But her feet stepped forward anyway. As soon as she entered, the locker door closed behind her with a soft click. The forest grew quiet. Hello, Mia called. The bushes rustled. Out stepped a small fox-like creature with shimmering fur and two fluffy tails. Its eyes glowed golden. You came, it said. Mia jumped. You talk. The fox blinked. Yes, and you were late. Late for what? Mia squeaked. The fox looked confused. For saving us, of course. The fox introduced himself as Luma. Our world is called Lythara Luma, explained as they walked through the glowing forest. It survives because of the heart crystal, but it is fading. As if on cue, the grass flickered. A tree nearby shimmered and became slightly transparent. Mia swallowed, fading like disappearing. Yes, the ground trembled slightly. Far away, a dark mist curled across the sky like ink in water. It said, "That is the shadow drift," Luma said quietly. "It feeds on doubt, on fear, on lost hope." Mia crossed her arms nervously. "And I'm supposed to stop it?" "You open the door between worlds," Luma replied. "The crystal chose you." Mia almost laughed. "I can't even choose the right answer on my math test." But something in her chest felt warm, like the tiny crystal shards still in her pocket. They reached a clearing where a tall tower made entirely of crystals spiraled into the sky. Inside floated the heart crystal. It was enormous, twice Mia's height and covered in cracks. Its once bright glow was now faint and uneven. Dark smoke swirled around it. Mia stepped closer. The closer she got, the colder the air felt. "You must touch it," Luma said gently. "Is it dangerous?" "Yes," Luma answered honestly. "But doing nothing is more dangerous." Mia took a deep breath. She stepped forward and placed her hand against the crystal. It was warm but shaky, like it was scared. Suddenly, the tower door slammed shut. The dark mist rushed inside, twisting into a tall, shadowy figure with glowing red eyes. "You do not belong here, human," it hissed. Mia stumbled back. "I definitely don't." The shadow laughed. "This world is fading because they no longer believe, not in magic, not in themselves, and neither do you." Mia's stomach dropped. Was that true? She thought about the times she had stayed quiet, instead of raising her hand. The times she didn't try because she was afraid of failing. The crystal dimmed further. "No," Luma cried. The shadow grew taller. "Doubt feeds me." Mia felt tears sting her eyes. "I'm not brave," she whispered. The shadow's grin widened. But then she remembered something. Last year's science fair. She had been terrified to present her project. Her hands had shaken, her voice had wobbled. But she had done it anyway. And she had won second place. She wasn't fearless. She was scared and tried, anyway. Mia straightened. "I'm not perfect," she said loudly. "But I don't quit." The crystal flickered. The shadow hissed. Mia pressed both hands against the heart crystal. "I believe Lythara matters," she said. "I believe it can shine again. And I believe I can help." The crystal burst with brilliant light. The shadow shrieked, as the light pushed it back. Hope is stronger than doubt, Mia shouted. The cracks in the crystal began sealing one by one. The dark mist dissolved like smoke in sunlight. With one final flash, the tower filled with pure white light. Then, everything was still. The heart crystal glowed brighter than the sun. Outside, the forest shimmered in dazzling color. The sky sparkled. The bluegrass glowed steadily and strong. Luma bowed his head. You restored the light. Mia blinked. We restored it. Creatures began emerging from the forest-winged deer, glowing birds, tiny floating sprites. They cheered and circled around her. Mia laughed. For the first time in her life, she felt taller somehow. Stronger, not because she had powers, but because she believed she could do hard things. Suddenly ring, the school bell echoed faintly in the distance. Oh no! Mia gasped. Science class. Luma smiled. Time moves differently here. But your door is open. Mia hesitated. Will the shadow drift come back? It always tries, Luma said. But now the crystal remembers your light. Mia reached into her pocket. The small shard glowed warmly. Can I come back? She asked. Luma's golden eyes twinkled. The door opens to those who believe. Mia stepped backward through the trees and landed hard against cold metal. Her locker. The hallway buzzed with students rushing to class. Everything looked normal, except for one thing. When Mia glanced inside her locker, for just a second, she saw silver leaves shimmering in the darkness. She smiled. Tuesdays might not be so bad after all, and tomorrow, she might just open the door again.